Hello, happy hikers! Today I'm out on one of my regular backpacking trips, just an overnighter, and I thought it'd be a perfect time to show you my cook system. And I've used it for quite a bit now for the past couple of months, and I just have to say I love it. I bought this myself, and I researched a lot of different cook systems before I got it. And after a lot of research, I felt like this one was going to be the best one. I did buy two different ones, and to be honest, I never even took the other one out of the box because never used it. I did take it out of the box. But after looking at this one outside of the box, I can tell that this one was going to be much better than the other one. So anyway, this is the GSI Pinnacle Soloist. And so what my criteria was when I was picking out a cook system was that I knew that sometimes I would be cooking for two when David is backpacking with me, and then sometimes I'd be cooking for one. So I didn't want it to be really big, although I didn't want it to be too small. So that happy medium. Two, I knew that sometimes I just cook with water, but sometimes I actually cook some sort of pasta or rice. So I knew I wanted something that had some sort of Teflon coating in order to make my food not stick to the pot. Not like that's the end of the world, I could scrub it, but anything that makes my life easier, just quick rinse after I cook, the better. So I also knew that I wanted a little handle. I knew that I wanted some sort of rubber coating on it so that it was easy to grip the container. And I knew that I wanted a strainer on the top or some sort of spout so that I could pour the water easily without it, spilling everywhere. So anyway, those are a lot of the features that I was looking for, and I was hoping that I'd be able to find a pot that took care of them all. Oh, I want it to be lightweight. I knew that I planned on hiking a lot. I don't want to add any extra weight. This one is not the lightest out there, but it's definitely not the heaviest either. I feel like it's a happy medium, and that is the one thing that I ended up compromising on. I could have went lighter had I went with something like one of the toques or something like that. So anyway, GSI Pinnacle Soloist. It comes as a set, which I thought, oh man, I'm going to get all these things that I don't really need. All I want is the pot. But to tell you the truth, I actually use everything in this set. Sometimes not the stuff sack. Definitely not for the reason that they give it to you, but I actually did use it on this particular trip. So it comes with this little stuff sack. The stuff sack doubles as a sink. So you could fill this with water and wash out your dishes or whatever you needed to. I guess you could even use it as like a little dog drinking bowl, which is what David was wanting to use it for. But anyway, what I use it for is it's a really handy little tote to put in my hammock, and I hang it on the ridgeline and I put my little items in it because I don't have any ridgeline type of storage unit. So this works great for me, and I can hang it and put my chapstick and my phone and my battery pack and stuff like that in there. My little mittens if I'm not using them. But it's just lined with rubbery coating so that if you needed to use it for a sink, you can. So this is the one item that I don't feel like I truly need, but I do use it. Now this one, the set, I have it set up right now with all the items I typically have in here, so you don't get everything that's in this pot, but I'll tell you what comes in the set and what I have put in here. So this is the pot. It has a fold down lid. You just squeeze the sides and it comes down. It has an orange coating on it so that you don't burn yourself while you're trying to pick up the pot, which is really awesome. And it has a little lid with a little handle on it. This is a plastic material, so it's not going to do well in fires. So don't use it for that. But it has not only a spout opening, but it also has a strainer. So I love that, and it's also dual purpose. I'll show you the other purpose for it in just a bit. Let me set aside the other items I have in here that don't come with the pot, and then I'll show you how I stuff my whole entire pot system in just a bit. So it does come with their folding spork. It's not long enough to use for, say, one of the freeze-dried bag meals. It's a smaller one. I did order quite a few different sporks because I wanted to test them out. But to tell you the truth, this is the only one I use because I love that it fits inside my... Sorry about that, my camera decided it was tired. So we charged it back up. We got a new battery. We are ready to roll. Back to my little spork. So anyway, I bought about 4 different sporks to try out just because I didn't know if I wanted the long handle or the short handle or the plastic or the metal. I got all different types, and then I also had one with a knife and a fork and a spoon to try that as well. So I'll try and put together another video with all the rest of them, but this is my go-to because I like that it fits inside my little pot, and it's the only one that does that. So folding, it has a little orange portion that you just pull back, and then it folds in half. Fold it back up, push your orange piece back in, and it's a spoon. And I feel like it's pretty sturdy. I use this for cooking full meals with rice and meat in them, and I haven't felt any tension on the spork itself. I will say it does have some grooves, so you do need to, you know, periodically do a really good cleaning on it just to make sure you don't have anything gross growing up in there. But overall, you know, I love the shape of it. It feels really good. It feels like almost like a normal spoon, you know, when using it in your mouth. And I like that it's a spork, so it easily picks up, say, noodles, which I'm going to eat for lunch right after this video. So, comes with your spork. It also comes with a bowl slash cup. Now, I only use it as a bowl because I have a specific cup that I use, but it has a little cozy on it, which comes off so that you can wash it easily. But you can use this as a cup also, using, like I said, how this lid for the pot is dual purpose. You place it upside down on your bowl, snaps on, and now you have like a little coffee cup, and you can sip it using the strainer side, or you could, you know, actually I probably wouldn't recommend that, but it has this little notch, and that's what is kind of like your coffee cup. So, like I said, I haven't used it for that because I like to eat my breakfast and I like to have my coffee at the same time, which means I bought a separate cup, which I'll show you that in a minute just as an extra bonus, but it does not come with this set. So, I also want to point out on this particular pot, it does have, like I said, a little notch for pouring. That was definitely something I wanted in a pot, and it has measuring guides on the inside, both in millimeters and ounces, just so you have both options, which is really good. So anyway, that's what comes in the set, and what also I really love about it is how well it stores in my pack. So take off the lid, your bowl goes inside the pot. I then put my little accessories. I fit my lighter, I fit my stove, which I have the BRS, you know, the little tiny one, 3000T, I think is what it's called. Anyway, I put that in there. I put my spoon, and then I also put my little cleaning rag. This is what I use to wipe out my dishes after I, you know, rinse them to dry them off. So that all goes in the bottom. Then I put my cup which I didn't think this was going to be my favorite cup. I got 3 cups to test out. This is also from GSI, and I got 3 different GSI cups to test out just because I prefer plastic over metal. It just feels better when I'm drinking out of it. This is the tiniest, lightest one that they have, and I wasn't so sure about this little handle, but it does have measuring units, and these are the measuring units I typically use when I am measuring out liquids and not the ones inside the pot. So I guess that was not necessarily needed since I have this cup. But what I love about it is that it fits right inside my pot, right to the edge. And then it also fits my canister, my fuel, upside down inside the cup. That fits in there. And then I put my little lid on top, squeeze the handles, locks down right over the little notch, and there you go. I don't store it inside this little thing typically. Most of the time I don't even bring these on trips, but I brought it today, 1, because I knew that I wanted to show it to you guys what comes with it. 2, because I thought, hey, I'll use it for storage in my hammock anyway. But I will say most of the time I don't even bring this. So this is the one piece that I didn't necessarily need. But if you wanted to, you could store this all together. And there you go. That is the GSI Outdoors Pinnacle Soloist. And like I said, it has a Teflon coating in it. I know I didn't show it to you up close, but I haven't had any problems with it. It doesn't scratch up, especially because I use the included Spork, which is plastic, so it doesn't scratch up the Teflon coating. And then I make sure to store my fuel canister inside the plastic items so that the fuel canister does not scratch up the pot either. I will say the fuel canister I'm using right now is the 110 gram, but I had the 250 before, which also fits, but not with my accessories. It fits inside the pot snugly, and then you can probably fit a couple accessories on top, like the lighter and the spork and the rag, but you're not going to fit the cup. What else did I say I put in here? Anyway, I'm definitely not going to fit the cup. So that, and then the bowl just barely fits with the 250 canister. So anyway, this is my perfect go-to setup. I don't think I will change it anytime soon. The only time I might change it is when I get to the point that I decide I do want to do a through hike, and I might go with something a little bit lighter and smaller. But until then, this is great for, you know, probably even up to like a couple week-long trip. But I just don't know if I'd bring it for a full-on through hike. So anyway, there you have it, the GSI Pinnacle Soloist. Click down into the description box if you want a link on where to find one. Otherwise, happy hiking. This is the pot. It has a fold down, oh